A really good effort by our guys. We knew what we were getting into coming in here tonight. Jake is one of the best coaches in the country. A good friend. Their staff does a great job of prepping for us. We know what they're going to do. They know what we're going to do. And coming off their loss at UNLV, what they did to St. Mary's in here, and after what happened at Wichita State, we knew we'd get their best shot, and they competed like crazy, fought awful hard, and our guys just found a way. They did. We had some pretty good spurts of play in there. We didn't really finish off like we'd like to finish off, and Odom's down in there beating himself up about missing free throws, but a tremendous effort by everybody that got into the game tonight. And this is a tough place to win. We've played pretty well in there. We have so much respect for UNI and their staff. I was just real happy for the guys to pull out a win.
Greg, can you talk about the gaps you were able to build? You know, it wasn't late in the game, but it was earlier in the game, and then had the defensive, I guess, wherewithal to be able to.
We got up 8. It seems like we were up 8 a lot and could never push it to 10 and never stretch it out. But that's just because they're tough. You know, they're not going to give you anything easy. We fouled the shooter I don't know how many times tonight. You just can't do that. But that's to their credit. Just keep pounding it in. Tuttle's, and I told him after the game I'm not looking forward to having to prepare for him. He's just really good and has played awfully tough against us. He's one of the best bigs in the league. We couldn't stretch it out, but we answered their runs too. You know, we answered their runs, and our bench did a great job for us tonight. And Jake is just, you know, he's pretty tough. He's a competitor like crazy, makes some big plays, and we got to learn to make some free throws down the stretch. But again, we couldn't be happier with the win.
When you look at it in the last 5 minutes, where do you put your finger on what got you over the top? Because there were a lot of things, as you mentioned, that went wrong.
Well, we had the lead.
What went right?
Well, you know, we made enough free throws to win. I think Manny made a big shot when every time they cut it to 3. I kind of think we answered it. You know, we didn't do what we needed to do on the defensive end, that's for sure, because we fouled them way too much and got them penetration. We didn't really stop them, but we made enough free throws and made a couple of buckets down the stretch. Justin Gant made a couple of big plays to just hold them off, just to kind of hang in there. It's kind of what we've been doing a little bit. You know, we haven't been as efficient as we need with the lead, especially against good teams like that. But again, to their credit, they just kept coming and kept fighting, and they weren't going to quit.
You know, the team had to fight through a lot in this game, foul trouble, kind of altered things in both halves. But talk about their ability to, you know, that was something that was evident from the beginning of the game. They were able to find a way. You know, just talk about it seems to be the defining thing about this team, of finding a way to do this.
Well, and our depth is pretty good. We got guys over there that aren't playing much that deserve more minutes, and they fight like crazy every day with the other guys, and that's what helps. You know, if you're competing, your second five's competing every day with your first five like ours is, you're going to continue to improve, and that's what we've done. We've gotten a lot better, and the guys are really unselfish on the offensive end, and we do make a lot of mistakes on defense, but our effort has been really solid, and we're finishing possessions better, not giving up second shots. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We're a pretty good team that works awfully hard with a long ways to go.
You and I hit a 3 towards the end of the first half to tie it, and you guys scored 5 straight and stopped them twice on that last possession. I guess how big was it just to get that lead going into half, because you never trail again?
It is. I think we were stuck on 23 for quite a while too, and I'm not sure if they took the lead or not. Yeah, they did get up. I think they got up at that stretch, or I'm not exactly sure. But we answered then too. You know, we had a little more calmness. We wanted to push in transition on misses, but you're not going to come down. If they score, you're not just going to come down and be able to score. You're going to have to move the ball, have some patience, pass up a good shot to get a great shot. And most of the time that we did that, and we just made enough plays. You know, our defense was pretty good, other than on Tuttle, for the entire game. But he's just a load inside. He's skilled, he's tough, and Jake sets him up in a good way. When that ball goes in there, you have to pick your poison on what you're giving him. And he was a difficult matchup for us.
You talk about the continuing, maturation of Justin Gant. He scored, I think, his first 8 out of 9 points in the second half, and he also kind of broke that run that you were just talking about in the first half.
It's just, you know, it's like he's enjoying it more, I think. He's enjoying being around the guys more. He's enjoying practice more. He's always been a good player. He's a talented player. But now I think he likes competing against all these good players he's going against and having some success. So he's good. I mean, he's really good. He's one of the focal points for our offense. And as he continues to post around the basket and score around there because he's skilled on the perimeter, he's only going to get better. And if he keeps working, he's only going to get better. But his real strength is defensively. We switch everything with him, and he guards some of the best guards in the league, as good as anybody on our team but Devontae. So it's no problem with us switching there. He's smart. He knows the guy's tendencies of whoever he's guarding, and he makes him take a tough shot and doesn't give him a second one. So his real value to our team is even more on defense.